Uh, all right. We had a crazy night fights last night. Just woke up. It's about 6:52 right now. Really great night of fights. I'd give this card like a 9 out of 10, honestly. Almost a 9.5 out of 10. It was a really great card. Lots of finishes. And, last card, like I said, some guy in the comments was like, thought the last card wasn't that good. It wasn't that eventful. This card had a lot of eventful things happening. Even starting off with the first fight, I mean, Alvin Hines versus Jahanta Diniz. What a war, what a marauder Jahanta Diniz is. But Alvin Hines, he didn't look terrible for like a debuting heavyweight, I was kind of making fun of him, calling him butterbean and stuff like that as he was coming into the cage, but he actually didn't look too terrible, looked pretty gritty. So I think they'll probably keep Alvin Hines in and have him fight probably Justin Tafa in a main event pay-per-view slot. So yeah. Moving on, Jacoby Smith versus Nico Price now. Jacoby Smith had a little issues with Nico Price at first, but ended up getting the submission in round 2. I believe he dropped Nico Price as well in round 1. Did a lot of damage, did some ground and pound. But I had a couple moments where it was like, this should be a little bit easier for you, Jacoby Smith. And he looked super duper gassed. And coming into round 2, like you could tell after round 1 when he had all that top control time and stuff like that, he just gassed himself out. Probably one of his first like notable kind of fights and stuff. So he's probably a little bit extra nervous and, really just wanted to get a finish. And when that finish didn't happen, he just, sorry, I got an eye booger here. Gross. When he didn't get that finish, he probably just kind of stressed him and had that huge adrenaline dump. So ends up getting the submission in round 2, which is great for Jacoby Smith. Got a contender moving on up. Nico Price. I don't know, man. I guess we'll keep you around in the welterweight division. Moving up, Terrence McKinney, Vasilav Borchev, Slava Claus. Again, don't know why this dude's in the UFC. They probably cut him after this. I think it's 8-7 now. I forget what his record is. But he's like 8-7. I think he was 8-6 or 8-5. Maybe he is 8-6 now. We can't be having that record in the UFC. Gotta get him out of here. Terrence McKinney does what he's supposed to do, though. Honestly, this was kind of a setup fight for him, if I'm going to be completely honest, but he passed through with flying colors. He made it as easy as it was supposed to be, got it done in round 1. Instantly gets on. I think that's sort of becoming his thing now, where when he sees a option for a submission right off the bat, he's going to go for it. And got him in an anaconda, transitioned it to a mounted guillotine, and ended up just choking the hell out of Slava Claus here. He made his head turn into like a pink grapefruit, kind of, and he's just trying to kick and get out of there, but there's no use. Terrence McKinney gets the W. Awesome to see. Maybe we see him getting a little bit of a tougher matchup next, and then maybe perhaps a ranked fight next. We'll see. Moving up, Tracy Cortez, Mommy Gets It Done versus Vivian Araujo. Takes her down, does a little bit of ground and pound, attempts submissions. Nothing too crazy. Tracy Cortez does her thing. Viviana Araujo still don't look really strong out there at all. Kind of got bullied around by Tracy Cortez. Had moments where she was like complaining on the ground, and Tracy Cortez was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to stay on top of you and keep beating your ass. And Viviana Araujo, I think in Spanish, was like, oh, stop that. Your hair's oily. I don't like it getting into my face. But anyways, Tracy Cortez gets a W. Very awesome. She's going to be number 8 now. Get her another 5 or 4 ranked fighter and move her up in the division. Moving on to a brutal KO to Hyder Emil. He gets brutally knocked out by Jose Miguel Delgado. Vicious knee up the middle, connects on Hyder Emil's chin, just has him laid out, follows up with a couple more shots. Absolutely insane finish to be, going up on the prelims on. So really good for Jose Miguel Delgado. These guys both have decent records, so I mean, it's not horrible for Hyder Emil, but really great for Jose Miguel. Miguel Delgado. They definitely get him higher up fight next, closer to their rankings probably with a knockout like that. They really like to move up guys who are getting knockouts. They fast track them quite a bit. If you're getting first round KOs, they're like, all right, let's get you the next guy and the next guy, move on up faster and faster. Next, another brutal KO. Brazil Obama versus Jack Hermanson. Man, I feel bad for Jack Hermanson. Coming back after his shoulder surgery, all that time off. Beat Joe Pyfer to decision. So, you know, people are kind of like, yeah, he's going to beat another prospect and stuff. But not on Brazilian Obama's watch, man. Even though he, like, outstruck him, Gregor Rodriguez, he just has insane power in his hands that you can't ignore. And even if he's not, like, fully connecting and stuff, you really have to be really mindful of your defense. And Jack Hermanson, he was doing a good job at first, keeping Gregor Rodriguez busy, kind of on his back foot, and doing a good job circling to the outside. But I think it was an exchange in the middle that caught Jack Hermanson and Gregor Rodriguez. I think it was a left hook. It was either a left hook or right hook that landed directly on Jack Hermanson's chin and just completely just Jesus crucifixion fucking, you know, out like this. We saw a lot of that. We saw a lot of that this card, which I think is pretty hilarious. We saw a lot of people just stiffened out, just absolutely stiffened, crucifixed out position. And that's what Gregory Rodriguez did to Jack Hermanson. Give Gregory Rodriguez another high-level middleweight matchup. Prove that he is top contender, because beating Jack Hermanson is no joke. Jack Hermanson used to be number 5, and he's stuck around the middleweight division for a long time, so a win like that is really great for Gregory Rodriguez to have on his career, and moving forward probably gets matched up with like a number 10 or number 9 guy or something like that. I don't know what Gregory Rodriguez was at the time. I think he was like 15, 14 or something, maybe 12. Now, here's one I wasn't really expecting, but was like, there's a chance he can win. Peyton Talbot gets it done by decision, and he was an underdog in this fight too, surprisingly enough. Felipe Lima, although he appeared the more well-rounded guy, Peyton Talbot actually showed a lot of improvement on his takedown defense and his scrambling, and overall just like mat control and cage control and stuff like that. Had a lot of moments where he was reversing stuff on Felipe Lima. Really great sparring, and this is a good performance against another young prospect who a lot of people were thinking was going to beat you. And although he didn't get a finish or anything like that, I think it was still a great performance by Peyton. Stop that. I think it was a great performance by Peyton, honestly. And again, they're going to keep on moving up. Even though it wasn't a KO or 2 KO, they're going to move Peyton Talbot up pretty fast. Maybe a little bit too fast for him, but they're going to move him up faster. And yeah, I think this was a great fight, and shows improvement by Peyton Talbot, which we like to see. Not too bad of a main card opener, not too bad. Moving on to Beneil Dariush versus Renato Moicano. This was a pretty crazy fight, a lot of scrambling, a lot of back and forth, a lot of reversals and stuff like that. Renato Moicano looked a little bit slow out there, if I'm going to be honest. I was kind of thinking Beneil Dariush would maybe TKO Renato Moicano because he'd catch him, but Renato dropped Beneil in the first round. And in the third round, too, he was hitting Beneil with some good shots as well. But yeah, Renato just wasn't keeping it up on the gas on Beneil. Beneil was doing a great job landing counter shots, doing a great job with his wrestling. He was really going hard for some takedowns, and even though it took him a while, he did get a couple of them. And yeah, Renato Moicano just didn't have enough time to come back and do his thing. So yeah, sucks for Renato Moicano. They're probably gonna have him fight like an unranked guy, or probably number 15 or something. I don't know if they're gonna keep him around in the top 15 of the lightweight division, or if the UFC wants him there anymore. But we'll see. Renato Moicano, he's an entertaining guy, so I mean, who knows? I think depending on how they'll probably have Hooker fight somebody, and depending on like the winner or loser of whatever that Hooker fight will be, you'll probably fight loser of them, probably. But we'll see with Renato Moicano. Great win by Beneil Dariush. I think we do a Gamrot rematch, or I don't know if Beneil ever fought Gamrot. I think we do Gamrot rematch. Yeah, we do a Gamrot rematch because Beneil kind of schooled Gamrot a little bit and dropped him a couple times. So we do a Gamrot rematch. Maybe an Armin Sarukian rematch. Maybe that's a little bit too far. I don't know. Maybe Patty the Betty. I don't know. Moving on up though. What a crazy amazing fight this was. Joshua Van Brandon Royval. Look at how many strikes we have. 216 and 209. They were going back and forth. This was a crazy war by the both of them. I mean, flyweight is what a treat. We are so spoiled with flyweight. As UFC fans, we are so spoiled with flyweight, man. I mean, what more can I say? These guys were just constantly throwing shots. Brandon Royval was throwing a shot felt like every other second, man. Just constantly pumping a jab, pumping a two, a hook, a kick, something out there. Brandon Royval was pushing. And then Joshua Van was just landing devastating counter shots. Every time he would land on Brandon Royval, he would turn his head, pop his head back, get Brandon Royval to kind of reconsider a little bit. But Brandon Royval was just still coming forward, still trying to exchange with Joshua Van, and Joshua Van was exchanging with him back, and they were both just going tit for tat back. But the thing is that Joshua Van's strikes were just much more devastating on Brandon Royval. And you could tell on Brandon Royval's face, it was just starting to add up a lot more. And you could tell at the end of the fight, Brandon Royval was starting to lose it just a little bit. Especially because he got knocked down right at the last couple of seconds. Really bad for Brandon Royval. I'd like to think that kind of lost him the fight, but then the judges' scorecards were going from 30-27, 29-28, 29-28, so maybe not so much, but man, what a great opportunity for Joshua Van here at flyweight. Now he's next in line for the title. For some reason the camera was cutting to Brandon Moreno, and he's kind of like I could tell he was kind of pissed a little bit because he was kind of expecting to maybe get that nod, fight for a title again. But Joshua Van, man, you cannot deny the hype, the momentum, man. I mean, let's just go real quick. Let's just go right now to our 2025 fight. He's already fought 1, 2, 3 times this year. All right, last year he fought 1, 2. Let me take that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this man is going on a crazy streak. Crazy that he lost to Johnson, now that I think about it. But he has just been moving up and up and up, and you can't deny it. He is on his streak. And I think he deserves the next title shot, 100%, man. 100%. Sucks for Brandon Royval. Maybe they do a rematch with Brandon Moreno. God, I couldn't think of his name. But we'll see. Maybe Brandon Royval fights like the winner of Tim Elliott and Kaya Sakura. We'll see. Sucks for Brandon Royval, but great for Joshua Van. I'm so glad he won. So glad. This is great for the flyweight division. Brings a lot of eyes to the flyweight division. Another thing that brings eyes to the flyweight division is a finish from Alexander Pantoja in the third round against Kai Kara-France. I think Kai Kara-France kind of gets lucky. I don't want to say lucky sometimes, but sometimes those matchups he has where he gets those KOs are a little bit, I don't know. It's knocking out Urseg and Cody Garbrandt. Don't get me wrong, are good wins, but at the end of the day, man, I don't think Kai Kara-France is, and he's good, but he's just, I don't think he's as good as people thought he was coming into this fight, where it's like, he could put Pantoja out of there with, KO shots and stuff like that. Pantoja's not getting KO'd, bro. He's just not. He's going to take all those shots. He's going to eat them. And he did, and he moved forward, and he did his thing, and kind of like what I predicted when I was talking with my friend, if there was going to be a path to victory by Pantoja, he was going to take Kai Kara-France down and probably submit him, and lo and behold, ends up, getting getting behind him, sucking him down to the ground, working his legs in and stuff, getting the body triangle, and then gets his arms around Kai Kara-France's neck and does his thing. And Kai Kara-France, we gotta work on the scrambles, man. We gotta work on the scramble. And I know with Pantoja, he's the best and he's the champ, but I didn't like the scrambling and the takedown defense from Kai Kara-France. And I think that's where Joshua Van showed really great takedown defense. And I think Joshua Van is going to be able to get more respect from Pantoja as far as striking goes in Kai Kara-France. But anyways, great win for Alexander Pantoja. So awesome he got his own custom shorts. I don't know why they're not in this, but so awesome he got his custom shorts and he got a win in them. And that puts him at 4 to 5 wins, title defenses so far. Awesome. And he has more finishes, I believe, than Demetrius Johnson in the flyweight division. So, hey, Pantoja's becoming one of the GOATs of flyweight. If not, he's probably second GOAT to DJ, and he'll probably need... I think we really start talking about GOAT status when he gets to, like, 6, honestly, because, look, I know DJ has 12 of them, but the quality of these wins over some of DJ's wins, in my opinion, are going to be a little bit better. So if he gets to 6... like title fences, man, we can start really arguing that he's the GOAT of flyweight division. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Moving up though, Ilia Topuria, Charles Oliveira, man, oh my god, man, this is exactly what I did. As soon as Ilia knocked out Charles Oliveira, I just put my hands on my face, and because I was just still a little bit in disbelief. Not over the fact that Charles Oliveira, I mean, I've seen Charles Oliveira TK'd and knock and like, you know, ground and pound him before to finish, or, you know, but I haven't seen him like stiffened like I've been talking about, like absolutely crucifixed out, you know, and fucking absolutely looking around and stuff like that, man. It was absolutely brutal from Ilia Topuria. Absolute masterclass. I mean, what more can you say? Absolute perfection. Takedown defense, reversed in on Charles Oliveira, got side mount on Oliveira, crucifix position, could have started pounding away. Charles Oliveira goes for leg lock, he kicks out, he's up, has him again, and then he just knocks him out. Like, what? He really said it, and he really did it, man. I don't know. Man, I don't know. I guess what upsets me too is that with the UFC right now is that they're like, they don't have a next like clear person that they want to go with. Patty the Batty went in there, but then fucking Dana White is at the post-fight press conference. That never should happen. Motherfucker, you are the fucking CEO. You're the fucking president. Not CEO. You're the fucking president of the fucking UFC. No. So don't you have any say of like who's going to go up in there and face offs? Like, they should have this shit ready to fucking go. Hunter Campbell, McMahon, or Dana White should all have, hey, if Ilia Topuria wins and he gets this knockout, he does this thing, send Justin Gaethje in there with the BMF belt to challenge Ilia Topuria. Boom. Don't leave it up to the fighters and Joe Rogan and, you know, to be calling them in. And can we get them in here? Can we see about getting them in here? It should already be like a scheduled thing. Like, hey, you're going to go in there and you're going to challenge the winner, and we're going to set up a face-off to promote the next fight. Duh, UFC. Like, what the fuck are you fucking idiots thinking? If you didn't want Patty to get in there, then why didn't you fucking send in Justin Gaethje? What the fuck? Are you an idiot? Dana White's really been losing the plot, man. Promoting Canelo versus Crawford has just been... I'll make a video about that, but that has just been an absolute fucking crime that this has been happening. I'm going to do a little rant about this. Canelo vs. Crawford being promoted by the UFC at International Fight Week. We just had one of the craziest, most fucking insane cards, and it should have been promoted way fucking more. The Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira fight should have had a cool-ass fucking Conor versus Jose Aldo kind of trailer. Okay, it's fucking International Fight Week. Ilia Topuria becoming a double champ doesn't seem to fucking matter to the UFC at all. They don't give a shit. Like, it's up to Ilia to basically make posts and promote himself. that's something that's just really upset me with Dana White, and he's just, I don't know. I don't know about the John Jones drama. I don't fucking know shit. I just be doing power slap, and did you see the power slap dumpling versus the Hawaiian fucking whatever his name is? The two fat fucks fucking slapping each other. That's what he gives a shit about more. We're gonna go to the Fountain Blue again. It's like, fuck you, Dana White. Anyways, back to the card. Really great card. 9 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10, honestly. The card was pretty much to perfection. Honestly, like, I don't know what I would change about this card to... I guess maybe a Peyton Talbot finish would have made this a little bit better. And maybe like a first round, maybe like a first fight finish too as well. But other than that, man, this was an insane card. And... yes, I think finishes make the card a lot more interesting because there's going to be a lot of people, there doesn't need to be finishes for the card to be fun. And it's like, dude, it adds a lot more meaning to the card. And those highlight KOs are now going to be used in promotion and stuff like that. Brandon Royval, Joshua Van, although it didn't end in a KO, that was a fucking war, okay? That was actually a fucking war, unlike what a lot of people say are fucking wars. This was a fucking war. So, yeah. Honestly, really great stuff on this card. I'm really happy about it. I'll be uploading this soon. Hope you guys have a great day, and see you later. Later.